If you have CRM enabled in your Lightning site, you can access the tools from any client editor page. Starting on this client, you can see on the right-hand side, I have both quick notes and tasks that I can add for this client. To add a quick note, click on the plus sign in this window. Establish who your contact is for this note. This will populate with a list of any contacts associated to this client, and type in a note. Click Save, and this will populate on the right-hand side. Next, to add a task, click on the Task tab. Same thing, click the plus sign, and this will allow you to assign tasks or note tasks or activities that were already completed with this client to this client's editor. Establish who your contact was for this activity. You can either leave it as the user you're logged in as, or you can assign a task to another user in your Lightning site using this user dropdown. You can assign it to an opportunity or a job-specific activity. Type in your subject. Establish the activity type and purpose. These are both customizable through your management and system settings window. Put in a start and an end time. Let's say I had the call this morning. And that was to check in. From here, click Save, and that task will populate on the right-hand side as a task for this client or an activity for this client. If you are assigning other activities or assign to other users or to yourself, those will populate for those users in the notifications drop down here by clicking on that and clicking on tasks to see any outstanding tasks that you might have to complete. Finally, for the CRM tool, if I go to an existing job, I can add a task directly to that job in the blue banner at the top of the page by clicking on Add Task. You'll see that the client info and the job that this task was started for auto-populate, and then I can follow the same steps as before. Now, all of these tasks eventually will end up in the activity log. This activity log is used either to manage past activities of your team or as kind of a future to-do list for yourself or other members of your team. You can set your search criteria at the top, either filtering by a specific client, a subject, a user, the start and end date, the activity type. Hit search, and this grid will populate with all of the tasks that have been created that fit the criteria that you searched for. If you have any questions on how to utilize the CRM or you're looking to enable the CRM within your site, please reach out to our team. Also, feel free to use the documentation that you can find in the question mark at the top right of the screen. Click on documentation, and you can look through things like add a task, add note, or the activity log throughout that documentation to learn more.